With that, shifting focus over to some breaking inputs coming in. This is with regards to the economy of the country. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development on Tuesday has lifted India's economic growth forecast. This by 40 basis points for the year 2025 to 26, which is the current financial year, citing monetary and fiscal policy easing, reforms linked to the goods and services tax GST. Now remember, this raising of the entire growth for India has arrived soon after the new GST 2.0 reforms were introduced. Let's also try and deep dive into what this will mean for the Indian economy, given that we are entering the festival period. The Prime Minister has already appealed to the entire country to go out there, splurge, but splurge on Swadeshi, buy Swadeshi, trade in Swadeshi. And so what we are also being told is that this is indeed going to also cushion India's growth story now that the OECD has raised India's growth outlook by 40 basis points in the current financial year. This is also to do with domestic demand, which is expected to go up with the new GST reforms kicking in. And as we said, that there is also the festival period which is kick-starting. Further monetary policy easing and strong public investment are expected to support the economy as well. Let's quickly go across to Pallavi, who's bringing us more details on that breaking input. Pallavi, is this an indication that India is all set to now battle the Trumpian tariffs? What will this mean for the impact that we were foreseeing or anticipating on domestic ground?
Benchmark for any of the other negotiations we are doing, not just with America, but also with other countries, for example, EU and other bilateral free trade agreements which India is negotiating. Because what happens is whenever you negotiate, you need to do it from a position of strength. And these good ratings, whether it's from the S&P or it's from the OECD, which is the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, which has given a thumbs up of 40 rating points. And this is just after the GST 2.0 has kicked in. This actually makes India look like a forward-looking economy, where our economy is robust. It also is one where the supply of demand, the whole cycle of demand and supply is very, very active and aggressive, because that becomes very important. Why would a foreign country, for example, want to invest in our country if they feel that they are going to be no takers for their products? And of course, there is going to be a stagnation as far as the economy is concerned. It's clearly not the kind of indication coming in vis-a-vis India. The OECD has already given a 40 points rating, which is for 25-26, which is the next one financial year. And this is on the basis of the GST 2.0. And also very quickly, it also talks about a robust monetary and fiscal policy, which includes the reforms in the GST, and the growth is projected to be at 6.7% in 25 and 6.2% in 2026. This is very much in sync with the other such projections on our GDP, which has been made by, say, the Moody's, the S&P, the Fitch ratings, and of course our own RBI, which has put it at 7.5% at least. So this is a very feel-good state. It's the first big positive international response to GST 2.0. And as the Prime Minister also pointed out, it's a festival season. So the government is closely monitoring how much of purchasing and sales are also taking place.
Many thanks to you, Pallavi, for bringing us all those latest inputs. And speaking of tariffs and the kind of economic climate that's plaguing the entire world, let's quickly shift focus